Did you know Japan Airlines was rated the #1 premium economy product in 2024 according to Skytrax? We recently got to fly premium economy from LAX to Tokyo and then regular economy from Osaka to LAX. In today's video, we'll go over all the differences we noticed during our flight experiences, from lounge access and boarding to seat comfort and meals. And stay tuned to see how we booked both of these flights, what the price difference is, and whether we think it's worth the upgrade.
So first, let's talk about the check-in and airport experience. So first of all, either service both have a generous amount of luggage allowance. So regardless of which service you're flying, you're gonna get 2 free pieces of checked luggage, which is nice. Now, at some airports, like Narita Airport, if you're flying premium economy, you can actually use the priority checkpoints. That's gonna vary by airport. At LAX, I don't think that made a difference. As far as lounge access, let's get to that. So if you're flying premium economy, you actually do get access to some of the lounges. So when we did LAX, we got access to the One World Lounge. And in Japan, the premium economy, you get to get into the Sakura Lounge. So something to keep in mind. Now in terms of boarding, so when you fly premium economy, you're actually going to board after business class. You're going to fly in group 3. And if you're doing just regular economy, you're either going to be in boarding group 4 or 5. So you get a little bit of a priority. One pro tip, if you are flying with family, you do get to board. So in our experience at LAX, we actually got to board before even like first class. So that was nice. But on the way back, it didn't really matter. So that could also vary by airport. And then also, of course, once you arrive at your airport, the luggage from premium economy passengers does arrive a little bit quicker. I believe it's after business class. Now let's move on to cabin and seat comfort. So for both of our flights, we flew a Boeing aircraft, which for regular economy, we noticed it was a 2-for-2 configuration. So if you're flying as a couple, that's nice because you get a lot of options to sit, just with the two of you. On premium economy, on the way there, and I forget the exact aircraft, but it was a 2-for-2 configuration. And on the way back, it was a 787-9 Boeing, and that was a 2-3-2 configuration. So it felt more spacious on the way back on premium side. Otherwise, economy was similar. If you're doing the Airbus 350, it's going to be a little bit different. So just check your aircraft for the latest configuration. Now, obviously, one of the reasons you want to book premium is because it's more spacious, and the configurations are going to vary by aircraft. But generally, you're going to get a width of 19 inches in premium economy versus 17 to 19 and regular. Pitch is 42 inches in premium compared to 33, 34 in regular. The premium seats also recline, so they have a hard shell so that the person in front of you doesn't actually invade space. So that's kind of nice. So you don't have to think about who's behind you when you're about to go to sleep. And the recline is 7 to 8 inches with a leg rest. Regular economy, you're only getting about 5 to 6 inches. And there's no footrest on regular economy. So something to keep in mind. Now for regular economy, on the way back, we were actually able to score the first row of seats right behind premium. And so that gave a lot more leg room. So if you can get the first row, if you can get premium, those are good seats. In terms of rest and sleep quality.
So I'm going to talk about rest and sleep quality. I'm the type of person that typically can't get comfortable on a plane. It's pretty hard for me. And on the way there, when we were in premium economy, I actually wasn't really trying to sleep because it was a daytime flight, but I found it super comfortable and I was actually able to nap a little bit. The addition of the footrest and then just the nice recline, it was super easy to get comfortable, even in the hard shell seats, which are sometimes not as comfortable. And then in regular economy, I was in the second row. Thankfully, Luis didn't recline into me, but I wasn't really able to get comfortable. I could tell a difference just in terms of the amount of recline, and then really like that little footrest made a huge difference not having that just in my comfort. But I will say our son was able to sleep on both flights. All right, now we're going to talk about the amenities on the flight. So in Premium Economy, we did get a little amenity kit that just included your basic toiletries, things like that. We also got slippers, which were super nice for such a long flight. But in regular economy, there was no amenity kit whatsoever and no slippers. So that was kind of a letdown. There were just a little bit more lush pillows and blankets in premium economy, but you did still get a pillow and blanket in regular economy, so not a huge difference there. Another big difference were the headphones provided. So in premium economy, they were like the over-the-ear noise canceling headphones, super comfortable. The regular economy headphones were just like the cheap plastic like headphones that you saw in the 90s from like Walmart that would come with your Walkman. It was like that style. So somewhat of a downgrade there as well. The entertainment systems and options were pretty similar. I know on some aircraft the premium screens are much larger. I believe it's on the Airbus. And then it's a 10-inch screen in regular economy versus a 12-inch screen in premium, so not a huge difference there either. And then it's nice to note too that you do get an hour of free Wi-Fi in any class on the plane.
In terms of meals and service, both were outstanding, both classes. As a matter of fact, the meals, you're going to get exactly the same premium and regular economy. What's going to drive the difference is more so the route that you're flying. So when we flew LAX to Haneda, we had a different menu than when we flew Osaka back to LAX. But basically what you can expect is you're going to get a Japanese option and you're going to get a Western option. So the Western option is going to be more like pasta, some type of side dishes. Actually, the side dishes were the same for the most part on all of them. And then for the Japanese one, you can expect like some type of fish, a bunch of side salads, miso soup. We'll put a more detailed review, a link to a video so you can see the full experience and you can see every little item that we had. But essentially, just know that you're basically getting the same exact food. So if you're thinking about upgrading, it's all the same. And one thing we did notice that was different is on premium economy on the way to LAX, we did get like an extra sort of meal service. So we basically got noodles during the in-flight. And this was after dinner, before breakfast. So I don't know if this was due to the route because it was a longer flight, right? So on the way to Japan, it was like 11, 12 hours. On the way back, it was 9. So we're talking a 2 to 3 hour difference. So maybe, that was sort of a snack. But anyway, otherwise you're going to get your regular service and you're going to get breakfast, snacks in between. And then again, you may or may not get the noodles. So if you don't get it for your service, don't sue me because I don't know when they do those. Otherwise, in both services, there's going to be a snack basket available throughout the whole flight. And you can just get up and get those whenever. Those are available. I thought that was a nice touch. And then as far as the drinks, they're going to be very similar to premium economy and regular economy. Like you can expect, basic well drinks like whiskey. There's Japanese beer like Kirin. You can even get sake if you want to get crazy. On the way back, I had a few sake bombs. So don't judge. But those were nice. The one difference that I noticed is that there's a few specialty drinks that were only available in premium economy. So 3 examples come to mind. Sparkling wine. So if you want to get like Prosecco, that's only in premium economy. If you want to get Soshu, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but that's like the Japanese liquor. That's only in premium economy. And then there's like a specialty cocktail. I believe it was called like the Sky Juice or Sky Time, something like that. So that's only available in premium economy. But other than that, it's the exact same meals, the exact same drinks. So now let's talk about how we booked it and just kind of give you some sample fares just to get an idea. So for us, when we booked it, so the premium economy, we booked it through using points. So we used British Airways points, and that was about 52,000 points. And the taxes and fees were about $232. Whereas regular economy was 35,000, and we booked that directly on American Airlines. The fees there were like $46, a little bit of a discount for the child ticket on the fees. So you can expect to pay, as far as I know, I don't think the charts have changed too much, so about the same. Maybe the fees would have changed by now. And then if you're curious on the cash price, so if we're looking at the same period in 2026, I'm seeing round trips for about 1,000 on the similar itinerary. And for premium economy, you're looking at about double. Obviously, it's going to vary depending on the month, whether you go high season, low season. I'm just doing a comparison of March, which is when we went in 2025. Compare that to 2026.
All right, so overall, was premium economy worth it? I think the honest answer is it depends. If you value the extra space, the better sleep, and a more relaxed experience, it's definitely worth it if the point value or the price is right. But at the same time, economy still gets you there comfortably, and you still get the same great service that you get in premium.
Yeah, so ultimately it comes down to, do you want to pay double the price, right? So like in the examples we shown, it's 1,000 versus 2,000. Is it worth paying double to get basically the same food, but you're going to sleep more comfortable? So if it's an overnight flight and you're trying to get good sleep, could be worth it to you. If it's just one of you, maybe you can swing the extra since it is a long flight. I mean, it is 12 hours, so you want to be comfortable, right? But now if you're like a family of 3 like us, right, now you're talking, it's an extra 1,000 times 3, right? So we're talking an extra 3,000. That's a lot of Disneyland Universal tickets. So, just, you can splurge if you want. It's up to you. For us, we do it through points, so it was definitely worth the difference to do premium. We'd totally do it again, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if we got to go back to Japan and it was only on regular economy both ways.
All right, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching our full comparison of Japan Airlines premium economy versus economy products. If you've flown premium economy on Japan Airlines, do you think it was worth the upgrade? And if you haven't seen our travel day vlogs yet, we'll link those here. Each video features even more details about our experience with Japan Airlines. And if you missed any of our other Japan adventures, we'll link that playlist here as well. See you soon!